Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and it seems like a lot of you feel the same way that I do about magnetic follow-up. That slogging through all of the different basic combos with it probably isn't going to reveal anything that we didn't already know. The only ones that I think have some potential are what I had listed off in the previous video. And so I think we're going to start with one of those today, and thanks to your feedback and getting an idea of what exactly it is we've been thinking, we are just going to go ahead and skip ahead to the ones that I think actually will serve a purpose with magnetic follow-up. Most of them I just don't think are going to add much. The angle that the rocks come in at is a bit too awkward, and when they only come in every activation, it turns every charge arcana into a tug-of-war. And that's just not right. So we're going to go ahead and try this with a few that I think it actually shows some potential, including one that I know I've seen work very well. But first, I am not going to roll for the soundtrack choice because we got the piano solos 3 times in a row. So try to act surprised, but I want to listen to the classic songs. I know it seems a little sad to just always go with the classic songs, but you know, for whatever reason, they're the ones that I like the most. They're the ones that have been with me in the 4 years that I've been playing this game. I don't know, it just does something for me. I can't explain it. Some of you may agree, some of you may disagree, but I think the classic songs really bring with them the overall feel of the game most appropriately. That having been said, I do feel that the other songs are really good, and I'm happy that they're there. It's just not necessarily my preference. So hopefully that makes sense. Alright, so what do we want to use? There we go. Alright, so we're going to have this interesting Earth and Thunder thing going on here. But remember, the focus is definitely on how the magnetic follow-up adds on to Stone Shot. And right now, I'm kind of liking it. This seems like the perfect combination of effective range and additional damage that I think is going to be what magnetic follow-up needs to be relevant. And because of the build, I would like to start at Atlas, just to get that out of the way. Right. Oh, and the twins are number 3. Alright. Now, as I had said about magnetic follow-up before, the entire idea behind how magnetic follow-up works is that it essentially works by number of activations for your basic. That's right, buddy. Yeah, this is one where I think, even though the Stone Shot only actually gets 3 activations, it works because there's an overlap of the effective range, and therefore magnetic follow-up can actually do its thing with Stone Shot. Now, one thing I'm also noticing is that I don't exactly have a lot of stuff that works really well against groups of enemies, so we're going to need to make sure that I pick up something like that when I get the opportunity. Preferably in either the fire or the wind element. Alright, so yes, this one, even though Stone Shot only gets 3 activations, so to speak, it works because I think I've already explained this. I'm kind of experiencing a little bit of that deja vu. You'll have to forgive me. It was a nice long day at work. Not super long, but long enough that it's... Yeah, not long enough that it felt like soul-crushing or anything, but long enough that it didn't, that it left me feeling just a little on the side. But yeah, there's a crossover in the effective range. You get a decent number of rocks with 3 activations. And just the idea of just going machine gun rocks is just really... Wow, there's nothing here I actually want. Might take box escape. That's about it. Now we need to find the other 2 vendors. Obviously, what we would like to see is upgrades for both Magnetic Follow-Up and Stone Shot. So we can have an entire run that's just filled, just wall to wall with rocks. Just an avalanche, a stone rain, a veritable swarm of stone. Stone. Well, what do you know? But let me wait. Oh, I'm gonna grab this. Let me wait to grab Magnetic Follow-Up until I know who our red portal vendor is. Because if I can get something from Dr. Song or Nocturne, then that would be the tops. And also, yes, doing that rolling your R thing is not easy, so it may have sounded stupid, but you'll just have to forgive me. Alright, let's see what you're willing to offer me. Like I said, something fire elemental or something wind elemental would definitely use. Sir? What the fuck is this? You know what? I'm gonna grab that. But yeah, there's nothing else here that I really want. Nothing that synergizes well with this build at all. Like that was just sad. Double check. I'm gonna grab this just in case things go poorly. And we're off. We got way too many rocks now. Everything is rocks. Okay, you've got to go away. Alright, now let's hope that we find something that'll actually be effective against the first 2 bosses, because I've got way too much stone right now. It might have actually been a good idea to start with Denny's Teapot for this one, because I actually want to use Magnetic Follow-Up for this. Big cheat sheet. I do not care. And I should point out that the Magnetic Follow-Up rocks actually have a nice spread on them, so they can help cover the sides while you're just shooting stones at them. So I was absolutely right. Magnetic Follow-Up does work well with Stone Shot, and you end up getting yourself kind of a stone-laden assault rifle. you know what? I love it. Oh, hey, it's Taffy. God, that actually works really well. Oh my god! Everything is stone. It's all rocks. Everything is rocks. Well, I mean, we can upgrade that. Alright, yeah, it's all rocks. Everything is rocks. Also, I want to check something. Yeah, that counts as a projectile, alright. So I think that Dragon Circuit actually punches through the Earth Knight's mirror shield. That is good to know. Just learning all sorts of stuff today. Learn an advanced Wizard of Legend tech with this dumbass. Alright, what do we have here? Oh, we're gonna take the watercolor palette. I love that. Do I care about Mercury sandals? Kinda do. And even though I do care about cushion flip-flops, I should also point out that I've already got a lot of decent colors. This is feeling like a really good run. Like, I'm actually feeling pretty confident about this. This isn't endless complaining about, wow, the rocks really don't add anything to this giant battle axe. It's all the rocks, give them all to me. I will mix them up and put them in a stew. No, you won't, Darksage. You're right, I won't, but... Alright, so what I could really use now is maybe a little bit of a base damage increase, and potentially more critical hit chance. So we would love to see the Crimson Clover, we would love to see Chaos Visor. Obviously I already have the Analytical Scope. Owie. I might have hiccups incoming, so pardon me. Obviously, if we could get Seville to show up, that would be really nice too. Basically, just anything to help improve critical hit chance would be splendid. And I'm also noticing now that I can actually see it pretty clearly that these stones from Magnetic Follow-Up don't have a huge amount of knockback, so they combo just fine. But that does make me think that Bouncing Blaze wouldn't work too well because the stones, even though they don't have a lot of knockback, Bouncing Blaze itself does, so there's a pretty good chance that... Owie. Okay, I'm getting upset now. Yeah, there's a pretty good chance that... Okay guys, enough of the shotgun tactics. Yeah, I think with Bouncing Blaze, there's a good chance that the fireballs will knock the enemy out of range of the stones. It would just end up being an overall waste. So I probably won't be doing Bouncing Blaze, because I'm noticing the same problems there that are kind of present with everything else with Magnetic Follow-Up. It's either a range or a knockback or some other problem that makes it so that the combo does not work well. It does make me wonder if Perforating Jet actually has a shot of being decent in the combo. I mean, it's unlikely, but... same time, there's no harm in trying it. Okay, just for the damage, I might end up going with the Golden Saber of Envy, but... here we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to, at least at the moment. Alright, so... I will say that, yes, this does work well. It doesn't have, like, some of the, like, hyper crazy damage output that something like, you know, Fueled Berserk plus Bolt Rail or Fueled Berserk plus Spark Contact has, but it's still good. Like, this is one that can actually work, although, again, well, not again. I do think that this is a combination that works just a little bit better for mooks than it does for bosses. I don't really need any of that at the moment. What do you have? You know, sir, you could give me the Crimson Clover. This is supposed to be a critical-based run. I'm sure Nox is over there going, nah, too easy. Oh hey, and speaking of more rocks, and we'll also grab this. Okay, what did that do? For each defensive relic held. Okay. I might end up grabbing another defensive relic then just to round that out. Might. Though with the Golden Saber of Envy and everything, you know, costing more. That's kind of where that thought ends. I wasn't planning on expanding that sentence any further. It's kind of what I was thinking seemed kind of obvious there. Okay, this is kind of fun, actually. Like, dare I say that, man, that Stone Shot plus Magnetic Follow-Up is actually fun. Like, it might not be the, like, most top-tier damage-wise, but it adds coverage, it does, of course, add damage. And it's just fun. There's something crazy about turning Stone Shot into just this, you know, heavy machine gun of rocks. Stone Shot was already pretty heavy on the rocks. Alright, so now, at the end of the level, let's go back and check with Nox, see if there's anything here I really want. Yeah, whatever, give me the strong man. Alright, that's all my cash. Okay, admittedly, that did a lot of damage. No, thank you. I don't need that. Alright, rocks aren't going to be super effective against you either, but they'll do just fine against the twins. Don't ask me how that didn't hit me. Although, admittedly, the extra damage is coming from all the damage ups I have. So take that for what it's worth, but you know, if we would be missing the ultimate point here, though, if we didn't just address what we were looking for, which is that it's actually effective. Like, I'm pretty sure that on a tier list, this would actually belong in the A rank. It's not quite an S, but it's actually good. I'm surprised I didn't think I was going to find that in a magnetic follow-up. Now, what that does mean, though, is that there's going to be a few high ends, a few low ends, and everything else in the goddamn middle, like one would expect. That's how things work. Not everyone can be as smart as Neil deGrasse Tyson, and not everyone can be dumb as most politicians. Ah, crap. So what you have is a few people at the top, a few people on the bottom, and everyone else just in the goddamn middle. Like, I hope you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. And that this is one Arcana where magnetic follow-up actually works. And it's surprising to me, after everything that I had gone through, that, you know, there's actually a combo that's good. But I shouldn't be too surprised, because as I've said previously, I know that there are a couple of combos that are really good. And one of them is, or at least was, the go-to speedrun combo. Don't worry, I'm going to have a lot of fun with that one, because I've been meaning to try that out for myself. Oh, hello. Oh, that goes away now. Ooh, Assassin's Blade. And I'll have to think about the Equestria cap. I'm normally all for it, I just want to make sure that if I do pick it up... Oh, man, that was genius. Alright, well, on the flip side, we should definitely give Dr. Song a tribute. You know, give her something that she can study. In return, we get a heal and a new relic. And it seems like a fine trade-off to me. Smooth. Okay. And here's our boss room. Thank goodness. Alright, let's... Wow, that's the definition of a cheapo, huh? Okay. Stupid sword, making everything more expensive. Oh, beautiful. That's gonna help a lot. We want the analytical monocle back, but... I think just because I'm probably not going to be getting back up to that level of health anytime soon, let's just drop that. Oh, hey, I forgot to go get my other Arcana back. Oh, nice. Alright, now let's go get this back. We're just gonna go for it. I know I could buy a potion from Dr. Song, but... You know me, I get stubborn. Plus, we've got the renewing potion vial now. Everything will be alright. It's a very empty space, like, I've got to say, I'm surprised by how empty this all is. Oh hey, I could have used you on the last floor. Damn it. Well, I mean, you know. There you go. Everyone could use a little book learning. Yeah, that's what I thought. Anything over here? Oh, Jade Chakra Locket. Oh, that's... Oh, crud. Alright. Alright, let me look over my gear. Because the earlier I can pick up and make use of that, the better. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna have to lose out on our extra running speed to get more survivability. Oh, we're back at the beginning. Well. You know what? Oh, okay, so I can sell that to Cremire, but I've got to get the boss. Yeah, Jade's Chakra Locket is always worth taking. It gives you armor and it gives you a method of self-healing. Always worth it. Yeah, I was pretty sure I had cleared out those enemies, but I'm not taking any chances. Oh, and we never did find Iris, oddly enough. Not that it's incredibly important. Not likely to purchase anything from her. Here we go. Thank you. I could go find her just out of curiosity, but eh. Nice, our damage has gotten pretty crazy. I am all for it. Alright, I just about never have problems with the twins, but, you know, me saying that, you can almost bet that, you know, if there were a time I would have trouble with them, this would be it. You know, that I've gotten myself all, you know, like that. Oh, it's just the twins. The twins never gave me any problems. Proceeds to get mauled by the twins. I almost never end a run with Hammer of Atlas. I may not use it in the final battle, but screw it. Let's hold on to it. I am seeing these critical hits, and yes, this is nuts. Owie. It was nice. It just burst him down. Oh, baby. Alright, so I would like to know what you guys think of this particular combo. I mean, yeah, I probably should have seen it coming, but rocks on top of rocks seems pretty strong. God damn, my damage is ridiculous. Ow. Owie. Oops, I'm dumb. Alright, that was nice and easy. Between the Golden Saber of Envy and the Strongman's Hammer, we pretty much had everything we needed there. But I mean, I also had a shovel. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching and supporting my work. I really do appreciate it, and I really appreciate you guys spending some of your free time with me. Let me know what you thought about this veritable avalanche of rocks in the comments. Hit me up on Discord or somewhere on my social media. And I will catch you guys next time. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and